Music, just hit us up. We got so much that we can discuss. Come to the booth and turn up with us. Hey everyone, welcome to All Star Studios. This is your host, Universe Dragon, and I want to welcome with me tonight, KosMicky718. How we doing tonight?
Peace and hippie love. How you doing? How y'all doing out there? I'm doing great. Doing great. How about yourself?
Hey, so far so good. I'm just happy to be here, man, and I'm happy that we got a space to be in. I'm loving it all.
Absolutely. It's a dope spot, by the way. Dope setup. I'm feeling this a lot.
Oh yeah, Miss Rocks really did her thing on this thing. I mean, this is a very amazing design. But we are happy, of course, to have you here, man, tonight. Just wanted to start off by saying, definitely appreciate all that you do in this space. But before we get there, what brought you in here? What got you in the Horizon? How did you get here?
It's a funny story. I got in here because one day I was just doing content and I was just doing my normal little stoner shit. I'm like, all right, hold on, can we curse?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I got in here one day just trying to do content for my Instagram. And I was just, just doing my typical stoner shit. I'm like, what can I do to, do some innovative content? And I said, let me see what this Meta Horizons thing is, about. And I got in, I didn't really know what to do or what to look for. So I was like, just playing around. Let me type in studio. I typed in studio and I seen that people was inside the studio rapping. And I was like, oh snap, this is real. So like that blew my mind already. That's honestly what brought me here. Just trying to make content and kind of just say, hey, you know what? Let me just try something out real quick. It wasn't even intentional.
Man, how long have you been on the platform?
I've been on the platform since March.
Since March?
March of this year.
Nice.
So not that long.
So you are seeing it develop and everything, because this place has been growing since we've been here. And the music side of it, which I love, hold dear to me as well, because I was there when those first studios were popping out, and so I'm just happy to see that, you're a product of all the studios that have been created in here as well, and what you do in this space. So is music something that you've been doing before you got in this space? Like, music's always been something that you've been in?
Yeah, I've been doing music since I was 15 years old. I've been doing music a long time now. So, coming in here and like I said, just kind of stumbling upon it and seeing that, there's a whole space for, creatives in many ways, but definitely music in here really opened my eyes. Not to mention just I never seen, myself doing what I've been doing in here in just such a short time. Like I said, just being here since March, it's crazy. It's like an infinite world of creation. That's what I call this place.
Man, you're 100% accurate. I couldn't say it better myself. I mean, it is, the possibilities are endless. And it's nice to see music come in here like that. So what all have you done in here when it comes to music? Like, have you just hit studios? Have you done anything else in this space?
Yeah, so I've done studio. I started off at Level Up Studio. Shout out to Old Killum. From there, Ski G the Great, he wound up taking me out of Old Killum Studio. I was like, nah, man, you got to come with me. Brought me to MGM, and that's actually where I did my first performance of one of my songs. And once my song got heard by a few people, Nemo, shout out to Nemo Dollars. He would play my music a lot in the High Dive Lounge. And then I did Freestyle Fridays and then freestyling at Writer's Pen. Between Freestyle Fridays and Writer's Pen Studio, that's kind of where people started to get to know who I am. And then before you know it, I did a whole performance at the High Dive Lounge. And then Daytona Vibes let me headline a show at his Space and Time venue. And then I did Horizon Awards. And then from there, it's just been takeoff season. I've been busy since.
Man, I'm telling you, and it's amazing again what this space offers in its sense of music and that, and how big that community is growing over there. And it's amazing to see that, and what a person can, like yourself, can bring into this space. I mean, even if you didn't have that ability, or if you didn't have, let's say, so many fans that you have, there where you are doing like, at home performances and things like that. Now you can reach so many more people with this. So again, it's amazing. Um,
Absolutely.
what keeps you going though? Like, so like a lot of people, they come in here and they feel like they're doing this, and they kind of get burnt out, or they feel like it's I feel like it's not. I mean, what keeps you motivated? What keeps you pushing and moving forward in this side when it comes to music?
Honestly, the love of the craft. The love of the craft is always going to be the drive. If you truly love something, you keep at it, and it's going to be ups, it's going to be downs, but that's life. I feel like when things, are kind of like pushing me to the point to make me feel like, I need to slow down, I'm getting burnt out. Just gotta look at it overall because this may indeed become my career. And like any job, you work hard, you're gonna get times where you're gonna get tired and stuff, but you work through it and eventually it pays off. So, and again, because I love the craft, I'm not necessarily looking for, having the big name. I appreciate it and everything. That's what keeps me going.
Hmm.
Love is always gonna conquer over all things.
Hey, most definitely. Much agreed. Much agreed. When it comes to the love of the craft, I'm right there with you.
Absolutely.
So do you have any plans? Like, I mean, like right now, I know you're already on the pace, you're on the move. Do you have any big plans? Anything coming up? Anything that we should be looking out for?
Absolutely. So number one, I just want to shout out Yo Afro, Mr. Waterloom, Metaclean Rupert, Cyber Shay. We are part of a collective called The Block. So we're working on some things. I'm not sure if I should announce those things yet, but
All right.
just look out for The Block for sure. Music videos and things of that nature will be coming. Yo Afro just dropped the In the Metaverse video.
I seen that.
Yeah, so that was crazy. And I'm gonna be working with Waterloon. But also I got Mic Drop. I got a lot going on, honestly. To be, even from being in this space, me and Yo Afro, we're translating our metaverse life into reality. We doing a show next week in New York
Mhm.
at SOB's New York, honoring 50 years of hip hop, opening up for
Nice.
pioneer MCs.
Nice, man. See, that's what I'm
Yep.
talking about. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, and again, I love that. Like, continuing to push music and push it to its next boundaries. And again, I feel like this space is another boundary that we're actually pushing music in right now. So we're
Oh
actively
yeah.
part of that movement, into a virtual space. So I love this, and I love seeing that. What would you tell somebody who's just getting here, like somebody who's just getting into the space, someone who's just coming around, just getting on? What would you tell them if they're wanting to pursue what you're pursuing?
If they want to pursue music, just do it. Honestly, that's what it boils down to. If you want to do music in the space, you gotta hit the floor running just like you would in reality. And I feel like this is reality because we're real people just
Hmm.
having an experience in a digital space. But the difference between outside and here is, you got people in here who appreciate, the art a lot more because again, this is an infinite world of creation. So you got creators that create spaces that appreciate people who bring their. Pardon me. Uh, that's my son. Pardon me. But yeah, you have creatives in a space who appreciate, you know, the art that others bring into their space. You know, whether that be music, whether it be scripting, building assets, whatever. So I think it's much more appreciated the art that you may not receive the love for on the outside world because people are looking to like the celebrities and things of that nature versus here everybody's trying to build as a collective together. So just hit the floor running and find your crowd. You find your crowd, keep moving. you know
Hey, hey, you heard Cosmic Eye. Listen, find your crowd, keep moving, keep pushing, and just do it. At the core of it, you just got to move forward. You got to push yourself and pursue the thing that that you came here to do, or whatever drives you. So
Absolutely.
again, I want to thank you so much for coming to the show, and gracing us with your presence, and your knowledge. Where can they find you? Where can everybody find you? Anybody that's watching, how can they find you?
Absolutely. You could look me up, Cosmic Kai 718 on Instagram, and then the link in my bio is a link to my music videos and my EP that's currently out now. Time and Space. Check it out. It's definitely a dope listen. 5 songs, guaranteed. You'll love it. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking. Well, again, I want to thank you all for joining in for another week of All Star Studios. Again, go check out Cosmic Kai 718, and we listen to this stuff. We got a bunch more coming. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys again for joining us tonight, and rocking with us on a weekly basis. We got more coming again. Until next time, see you guys.
Peace and hippie love.